Yo, episode 7 of the Crowd Room is here. Let's get into it. So, I just kind of wanted to give you all a heads up. I've been editing the few episodes, and after the information I did receive in episode 6, I caught some little things. Like, for example, when he's talking to Jack the first time and he's drunk a little, and they kept looking at him, and I thought it was really weird why they're so interested in Jack and Danny's conversation. Now it makes sense. Danny was talking to himself when this was occurring, and how everybody kind of acted around him and acted like didn't want to get associated with him because he was the weirdo that was sitting in the corner talking to himself or whatever. So I definitely see some things, but it still leaves questions for his friends and everything else. At the moment, I'm thinking his friends were also part of his character. I mean, his split personality, but we'll see when we get there.
You ever tried sleeping in a prison?
Hmm. Yeah.
Why are you nervous?
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Because of what happened at Rockefeller Center.
But why are we talking about
Yeah,
it?
but also understand this is not a normal occurrence.
That's not possible. He's in London.
Are these Jack's?
Here we go.
Because he wants what's best for you. And so do I.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Do you trust me? It's a simple question.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not really a simple question.
There are some things that happened at Rockefeller Center that we haven't talked about yet. I want to show you something.
It's the same. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's the same VHS.
I'm sorry, but we don't have any more time, Danny.
It's the tape that she saw last episode. Now we can see what she saw.
It's a trick.
It's not a trick.
So he's also Ari is also part of his. Wow.
Just you. You were the shooter, Danny.
I get what she meant. This is really too fast, really too early, especially someone who's having to deal with this particular issue with most mental issues and with therapists and so on and so forth. It's a very slow process where you're kind of slowly getting there. Even though it's been a few weeks or whatever, how long it's been, it's still kind of fast for something that's been attached to you since you were whatever, since the trauma or something you're born with or whatever, and having to process that and work with it. This is very fast. I mean, supposedly he's been doing this since he was supposedly want to say 8, 9, 10 years old or whatever. He's been having this split personality for so many years, 7, 8 plus years or so on, and you having to break all that down in a month. That's not how it works, but she's needing to speed it up because the case is coming, and this is rough to watch. Ooh, this is one hell of a show. Oh shit. Is that Yitzhak?
Big mistake, lady.
Yitzhak is.
Yitzhak?
Oh shit. Like I said, I had a feeling. Already that makes sense now. Now it makes sense with Yitzhak. Because how he just appeared out of nowhere to save him with that guy when he was trying to kill him for beating up his face, trying to get that gun, that whole ordeal. That makes total sense. And how he was telling Annabelle how no one was there. So Annabelle actually, there's a small chance Annabelle's the only one. Oh my gosh! So all that, so the clubbing and all that with Ari also, huh? Oh wow. Okay. Now like I said, I reflected a little bit before the because of this episode. Now I have to reflect even more. Like I said, now it leads up to the two friends, but this is a normal occur. What this is a theme throughout the whole entire show. That means his two best friends also, because it makes sense when the drug dealer told him, "You hit my face, not your buddy. It was you." So it makes sense oh shit. That means he's been alone since his brother died and went through whatever, went through that mess. He's been alone this whole time. Oh, this shit is wild. This is wild. This is great. Oh, I'm laughing because it's like, wow. We've been given this image, given this information, thinking they're all individual characters. Now we're combining them, and now we're seeing all this stuff. And it makes sense now when I even laughed and said, "Oh, why'd you call Yitzhak a freak? Because he's fighting back," and all that. Like, now that all kind of makes sense, especially some of the conversations they were having in public and how people kind of acted, how they always called it a ghost house and he ends up at the ghost house. Like, there's just so many things now that makes sense. Like I said, I'm laughing because I always process they're all in different individuals, or I was saying maybe it was made up or whatever, but now it's official. They were not, but now looking at it, now it's down to Annabelle, the two best friends, and maybe some other individuals that's entered his life, and knowing if they're real or not. Ooh, this is so sad. It's sad that his whole life he's been literally alone, or up to when his brother passed. Possibly committed suicide. I don't know. Well, we haven't officially got that information, so I'm just speculating. But that's terrible. That's so sad. Oh, well, like I said, we don't have answers for the other two, but at the moment, so at this moment, Yitzhak is awake. Oh, oh, what the hell? That is not a barn. Is this representing like layers of disgusting messes? This is that. Is this the area that we saw Ari walking by? We saw those two bodies. I think so. I think it's the same location.
Oh, Danny.
Oh, it's his two friends also. Oh, I just talked about it a few minutes ago. This kid was alone by himself. Oh, this shit is sad. What's that? Who's that? What? Oh,
Me off! I can do it.
Oh, yeah, it's a wonderful idea. Let's put a junkie in charge of our fates, because that's always worked out so well in the past.
If he hurts anyone, we're gonna go to solitary.
yeah.
We're good. It's okay.
I'm trying to help you.
I know you are.
That was really good acting. You can see the transition. Like, that was quick, fast, and
I always have no luck.
I never have any luck.
this is crazy.
Never came here awake before.
The system is breaking down, I'm afraid. Beyond here for your scintillating conversational skills. Need you to lose your shit now and then. Best ones always are.
The best what?
Liars.
But she's not, though. She's genuinely caring.
Doctor lady anymore?
I think we're just seeing compelling evidence that that relationship is no longer productive.
She's genuinely trying to help them, but also understand they're doing what they were programmed technically to be to him.
So I said, we need a plan.
What's the plan going to be? The heck is that noise? Now who's this supposed to be?
Hey, you know anywhere I can score some blow?
Keep your fucking voice down.
Okay.
Right now.
I'm moving. What am I supposed to do with some crayons?
I don't give a shit. Stick it up your ass or something. Now pay up, asshole.
For some fucking crayons? Are you nuts?
Because of Danny probably asked for those, or someone did, and he obviously did not want that.
Which one of you assholes can get me some blow, huh?
Fuck off.
fuck off.
Whoa, what's your problem, dude?
You're my problem, bitch.
Why are you putting yourself in that position?
Yo, dude. God damn.
Bro, why you put him in that position? Oh!
I destroy you, motherfucker.
It's like,
Put that down.
I've got this, old boy.
yeah, bro, you go.
Please allow me to explain.
I'm guessing that he was created because of the addiction that was created.
I said it wasn't a bad sign. Nothing about this case is great. Yeah, of course going to hospital is better for the kid. And who wants to go to prison? So saying that he's got something that no shrink in the world thinks is real looks good for not a single person. And I fucking hate going to court.
I guess he chose the right profession.
Could have gone catatonic. He was an inch away from assaulting me, Stan, and he likes me. It's listed in the
It's
ICD.
listed as a form of hysteria.
You can't just decide
It's
to
an
diagnose
emotional
his
Yeah,
diagnosis
bro.
as a
message.
How about you actually go talk to him and you can decide on yourself rather than...
I'm Patricia Richards. I'm the district attorney for your case.
This is gonna get interesting.
That a jury will decide whether I'm guilty or innocent.
Thank you, Danny. You did really well.
It's Jack who's talking.
Well, there was lots of people there, obviously. People on the sidewalk, coming in and out of shops.
Right, but who was with you, Danny?
I like how he sways back and forth of his accent.
It's not Danny.
Quiet, please.
But you asked me about Ariana and Yitzhak.
Oh my god.
Your Honor, this is Jack. This is one of Danny's alter egos.
I said quiet.
This is terrible.
Your Honor, as I said before,
Did
that
I ask
wasn't...
you to speak?
Damn.
Don't piss me off anymore. And when you talk, it pisses me off.
Bro, you should let her. You should have advocated a little bit more for her.
When I look hard at him, and I'm going to look at him real hard, I'm going to find a history of violence. Rikers is filled with young black and brown men who did far less. Where was their past?
That's true. She's not wrong. She is, yeah, she's not wrong. But understanding too, because you categorize an individual based off of whatever doesn't mean you have to categorize all of them. So understanding that, I fully understand her, fully agree with her. But like I said, also to be very dismissive, especially as a judge, being dismissive and not understand, like honestly, I wish they actually took the time to maybe tape Danny and the interviews, especially to the core detail about Marlon and that, like, why was he shooting at someone? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes when I watch shows like this, or sometimes when I see stuff, sometimes it just feels like people are not willing to take that next step further, or actually look deep into the situation, rather than just automatically assuming and automatically coming to a conclusion. And to me, sometimes I feel like that's the lazy way out. And I'm not saying everyone does it, but and I know when there's hard proof, there's hard proof. Everyone will be biased in their own ways, from one end to the other when it comes to this stuff, to anything, honestly, in life. But at the end of the day, it just sometimes it just gets annoying when an accusation or one thing automatically becomes the whole truth rather than actually understanding. Sometimes shootings happen because of bullies. Sometimes shootings happens because of sexual assault, and so on and so forth. So for you to be dismissive about it, it's very frustrating, and we see it a lot, very frequently. And like I said, it doesn't give a pass to said person. It does not. But understanding that other people needs to be accountable. They need to be accounted for when it comes to things like this. To many things, they should be accountable for it. It's not just the one person that gets all the blame, all or nothing, type of attitude. if many people are involved, many people needs to be affected by it if it's in their pockets, because everybody cares about their pockets. So it needs to be their pockets, or they need to be going to jail or being affected by some way, shape, or form, rather than being maybe whatever. And then that's just my opinion about it, and that's how I see it. Like, and that's why I'm getting a little frustrated that there's a chance Marlon won't even be touched at all on this trial, or they're gonna look at it as because, and it's hard for a lot of people to actually display any type of empathy or understanding. Because you didn't experience it doesn't mean you have to degrade it or dismiss somebody else's feelings of what they've gone through, and so on and so forth. And that's definitely very frustrating. And from here on out, I'm probably gonna get more pissed. So we'll see. We'll see. Sorry about my rant. Sorry. And it's so frustrating too that Jack think this is the best for him, because they
Yitzhak still only has got Danny's body weight. You're all still just one person.
yeah.
She has no idea what we're capable of.
What if the woman is right?
So ever since we kind of gotten this information about what's been occurring, right, with Danny, I've always, for some reason, what comes to mind is Inside Out. And the whole thing of when you kind of outgrow it, you kind of toss it. And imaginary friends, imaginary things, things who are a part of you tends to occur. So, sometimes, I mean, everyone does have their own like character, their own person that they can technically reflect on to be that person. Kind of like a Yitzhak, you know, being able to be very resilient, willing to fight back, very strong, you know, and be very protective of them. And you having Jack, the very confident individual, like, you know, and so on. You have the athlete who's also very confident, who's definitely very can talk themselves out of things, similar to Jack. And then his other friend, I forget his name, he kind of was created off of other things. And he you know, everyone has their own kid version of themselves when they have anxiety, when they have fear. Sometimes the little voice in your head is when you were probably a kid, or someone that you probably look up to, a parent or a guardian or some other individual that you have come across that kind of speaks into you, to kind of help you out with decision making and so on and so forth. So this is all, everyone generally somewhat goes through this to an extent, and kind of outgrows that person or outgrows that imaginary friend, that, you know, so on and so forth. But this is at a point where it's gone to the extreme because of the mental strain he's had from all the abuse he's received and everything he has gone through, you know. This is crazy.
This is bullshit. Danny needs us.
Maybe he doesn't really need you. Be addicted to drugs and all that.
You'll die for them.
Damn. Why'd you kill Yitzhak? You definitely need him. If you also, no disrespect, I think Johnny should probably go, but Johnny's pretty. Yeah, he can get yourself out of situations though, but at the same time, you put yourself in other situations too. Oh no, that was not a good decision. And Artie just woke him up.
It's because I kind of live for you, Danny. Being close to other people is just too painful for you. Hurts too much. So that's when I show up.
Yeah, that sounds right. No, it makes sense. Yeah, the two people
You
that
made
was
us. All of
laying
us.
there. Yeah, and who are those two people?
Yitzhak.
Oh, is that Yitzhak? Oh.
See what happened with Marlon, Adam, in this barn.
See, yeah.
Piece of glass you broke into many pieces. Guardian angels. Wants to take us away from you. She wants to destroy us. I'm afraid that if we all die, you die too.
This is the manipulation that.
I really need your help, Danny. We all do.
They care for him, but at the same time, there's a little selfish at the same time. Like, oh, this is rough. It's big decisions that are coming.
I put my entire fucking career on the line for this bullshit.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
There are voices in my head.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What the hell?
Here.
Ooh. My concern is he going to be able to hold it together without Jack, Johnny, goodness gracious, Ari, and I forget. Now I remember Johnny, but I forgot the other, Mike, I think. And obviously, Yitzhak is gone, but being able to hold down the line, hold themselves together so them four don't attack him and push him out the way. Like when Jack pushed out Johnny to intervene. That's what I mean by that. Oh, I'm sorry, no, Yitzhak. No, my Yitzhak pushed Johnny out the way, and then Jack came and take over to calm everybody down. Or tried to, and then got tackled by the police. This is Tom Holland's done such a great job. Just the transition from demeanor, mindset, and just being able to shift that so fast. And actually show that transition. Just, well, obviously with editing and everything, but I'm just saying, like, it's like the one time it did make me cry because you just saw the transition. It was just, oh man, this is wild. Oh, this is. I appreciate y'all. See y'all next episode. Peace.